Rocker Pat here. That shit right there pisses me the fuck off. That dude sits over there all fucking day long, and these scumbags just hand him fucking money. What a bitch! Rocker Pat here. Alright guys, it's the last weekend of June and I'm over here working on this 1947 Chevrolet pick-em-up truck. And well, if I sound a little dejected, it's because I am. I ran into a little hurdle in my paint job here, and I believe I got, well, I believe it's solvent pop and it's not going away. Let's come up here and take a look, see if we can see what's going on. Well, if you look real closely, see if it'll focus in on it. You see all them little dots I got going on in here? Man, I have been sanding and sanding and sanding, and I cannot get that to go away. And, well, I'm afraid that what I'm gonna have to do to get it gone is sand the whole cab down again, 600, and shoot another coat of clear on it to fix it. But that's where I'm at on that. And I had the same problem with this door where I got a little run, and it looks like aeration in the clear. It looks like just little air bubbles in there. It seems like everything I painted on the second day, I got these little air bubbles in, except for this hood. But I got to redo the hood because I got carried away with my sandpaper. I didn't listen to my friend Pete very well and got a little bit too close, and I'm gonna have to shoot a little color on that and blend that out and then re-clear this whole hood. You know, I'm kinda a little upset with myself for screwing up, but you know, it's only my third vehicle to paint and I'm living and learning. And the good thing about it is I get out here on another hot summer weekend, getting my makeshift tent, sweat my ass off a little bit, and practicing my paint skills again. And secondary good thing about it is now that I have sanded this down and smoothed off all the orange peel, the next coat of clear ought to go down a whole lot smoother, because I don't have primer and then color orange peeling of itself, you know. I don't know. Anyway, a little dejected up here. I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. It's hot out here. Maybe I'll come out here a little later on and start getting the top of that cab in 600. The bad thing is I don't have any part line where I can just, like, you know, put a tape line right here. So I gotta redo all this, which danger, 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 danger. I made it through one time and now I gotta go back through the danger. I could part right here and only do the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, Rocker Pat here. Think I broke a baby E string here today. Gonna have to figure out how to get that restrung and tuned on back up. But one way or the other, we're gonna get it done. Gotta get it done. Gotta keep rocking on it. Keep rocking and rolling and getting it on down the road. Talk to y'all next time. Rocker Pat out. Rocker Pat here. Alright guys, I was driving over to the Odd parts store today. It's a Sunday afternoon and I had to go get me a valve cover gasket. And I'm driving along and I got to thinking about my problem with my paint and the paint problems I had and everything. And I don't know, man, some days these songs, they just come to me, man. They just come to me like they're a dream. Alright, so I was sitting there getting ready to send Sammy Slammy some more footage, and I thought, okay, well, you know, maybe we need to do something special here. So I came up with a new song here, and I hope that it fits the next section of this build just well. So here we go. Here we go with our new song for the Section 2 of our 1947 Chevrolet. Hurry up and get her painted. Get her done and on the road and out of my shop. So, the next section of this one's gonna be failed paint. So here we go. Just sit right back and you see a failed of a paint job. It started when I painted it. I painted like a slob. I painted like a slob. Everything was going great. I sanded down my runs. I got it all polished up. And then it got no fun. And then it got no fun. I started seeing something wrong. I didn't know what at first. They told me it was solvent pop. It couldn't be worse. It couldn't be worse. So now what am I gonna do? You just do have to wait to see. I have a few tricks to try, and those you will see. Those you will see. Now tune in next week and see what I've done. I'd like to thank all of you. This was lots of fun. This was lots of fun. Alright, rockin' pad out. Having a good time. Ain't no having a bad. Talk to y'all next time. Rockin' pad out. Rocker Bat here. Alright guys, it is Wednesday, last week of June. Kind of making some decisions on what we're going to do on fixing these problems we got. I noticed here on the back of the cab, there's some of that hazing going on right here in this zone. So my plan at this point is going to be 4th of July weekend, take a 4-day weekend, scuff this bad boy back down to 600. Get it cleaned up super good, get some soap and hot soap and water on it. Gonna have to tape it back off. And I'm gonna reshoot that clear on there, and wherever I got that hazy stuff, I'm probably gonna shoot some color over my clear to blend the color in, so that when I go back with my clear on top of the color, I'm not gonna show any of that haziness in the paint. It'll all get covered up. So today, what I'm doing, I'm waiting on a compressor to come in for this F-150. I put one on it a year ago. The damn clutch, it decided that rubber right there didn't want to stay on there. I don't know if that Chinesium part right there was made right. But anyway, it's under warranty. He's getting it taken care of. I'll get it done today. I'm waiting on the part to show up. So what I'm doing while I'm waiting is get my ass out here and start working on this 47 Chevrolet pickup truck hood and fixing my screw up I made the other day. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting it flattened back out. I'm getting rid of the run I put in it. And you know, that's my own stupid fault. I got in a hurry. And I'm getting rid of the areas where I got some solvent pop, not solvent pop, but fisheye going on, where I didn't clean it good enough. It's gotta be my fault, 110% my fault, no problem. Rocker Pad will get it fixed up, one way or the other. One way or another, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it painted. One way or another, it's gonna be good, and we're gonna get it good. One way or another, I'm gonna get her. She's gonna look real good. One way or another, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it done. All right, anyway, enough silliness here. All right, Rocker Pat here, rocking it down, getting it down, being a clown. Talk to y'all next time. Rocker Pat out. Alright, Rocker Pat here. How y'all guys doing today? Alright. On this 08 Ford F-150 that I put a AC compressor on back there in October 2016, it came in today with that compressor head that was busted off. Well, I figured out what the problem was. I got a new compressor, got it on there, And once I hooked my gauges up and got it all locked up, my high side pressure just started skyrocketing and skyrocketing and skyrocketing on over here to 400. And then that little switch right there kicks in. That's the high pressure switch. Kicks in, kicks that compressor off. Well, what I believe was happening was that when that was doing all that back and forth, that's what broke that clutch. Alright, this is the high side line coming out of the condenser right here. The orifice tube was right here, okay? It slides into this tube right here. What I found was when I took this apart on that the high side discharge line coming out of the compressor going into the condenser, that was all disconnected, so the compressor was pretty much wide open. The lines were wide open. When I pulled my orifice tube out of here, it went poof with a little bit of pressure behind it. So somewhere, either in this hose right here or this rubber hose right here, chances are this rubber hose right here, because it makes a turn like that, there's an internal crack inside this hose. These hoses aren't solid pieces of hose, there's multiple layers. So what happens when it gets a crack inside, that crack opens up and pressure gets behind it and it starts doing this on the hose. It starts doing this until the point where nothing can go through any longer and it balloons up inside. Not only will it do that on an AC line, it'll do that on a brake line on a car. You go out and drive that car and all of a sudden it feels like the brakes are dragging, and then it gets to the point where it won't move anymore. Well, chances are it's not the caliper sticking, it's the brake hoses that are filling up with fluid on the inside. You can't see it from the outside, they go bad on the inside out. Well anyway, little tech tip here from Rocker Pat to you. If you're skyrocketing in your pressure and you got a new condenser and you blow through the line and it blows just fine, well still it could be a bad AC line. Most of the time I think it's the discharge line because that's where the most heat and pressure's at. I can't understand why it's back here on this line that's on low side pressure. See, I'm cold right here. Right there where my hand is cold. But when you come down there, we start getting to hot. Orifice tube is sitting right here. Alright? Orifice tube's where you go from high pressure to low pressure. And thermodynamics say, when you take a gas and you put it under pressure, it heats it up. When you release it from that pressure, it cools it down, baby. That's why I can stick an air hose in my shoe and cool myself off in the summer. Anyway, Rocker Pat here, knocking them down, getting them down the road. Talk to y'all next time. Rocker Pat here. Alright guys, it is Friday, last day of June, 4th of July, long weekend coming up here. 4th of July is on Tuesday. As you can see, we got our paint booth put back together. Yesterday was Thursday and I got a little bit of stuff done. I got my hood ready to fix back up where I screwed it up and all. Got my doors hung back up and taped off where I'm going to fix where, well, it's on this one, where I had all that run over here. I got that aeration going on in it. You can kind of still see it right up in this zone right here. What I'm gonna do to fix that is I am going to spray a little color down this run right here, just like if I were blending in a crash job. I'm gonna spray a little color and blend it over this direction with the clear up underneath it, the color laying on top of it. When I come back and clear over the top of it, it should clear everything right on over. It'll look great. Hopefully I don't bogey it up today. We'll see what I do. And I'm gonna re-clear these doors today. Got them all ready. Everything's looking copacetic and we're ready to go on that end. On the hood, what I ran into is, well, if you look closely right there, you can see where I burned through my clear into my color. Now that color right there was probably from when I blended and I burned through the paint right here on this edge and I had to blend it out. I had a run right over here and you can see right there I burned through my color right there too. So what I'm gonna do, and also up underneath there I kind of screwed that up too. So what I got It's about 7:30 in the morning. I got about another half hour. I got to let this epoxy right here flash off and do its thing. I'm gonna put a little acetone in there and water it down a little bit. But here's what I've learned on, if I tried to just spray color over this to blend that back in, what I've learned so far, if you don't, that wrinkling effect that goes on, what I think is, and I could be wrong, I don't know, I'm just an amateur at this, but what I think is, the reason why I need to put epoxy on top of it is it seals in the red. The red has the same reducer in it as the red that I'm about to put in there. So that reducer in the red that I'm about to spray on, it doesn't react with the clear, but it reacts with the reducer in the red, and it'll crinkle it up around the edges, all the way around the edges, and you'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? But it's crinkling it up around the edge because the reducer is reacting with the reducer in the paint, and therefore is the reason why you need the sealer on top of it. So what I'm going to do is dust a little bit of epoxy in this zone right here. It ain't got to cover the whole damn thing. I'm not painting the whole thing. And then I can come back in about an hour or so and clean it up and everything, and then just blend a little color, just blend a little color, just blend a little color this way, and then we'll be all right. Blend a little color right here, get it blended out, just smooth it on out, blend it on out, and we'll get it back to the grid without having any of my crinkling action going on around that edge, because it'll just crinkle up all the way around that edge and it'll be all like crinkly. And I'm not looking for crinkly paint here. If I wanted that, I can go over there and Rust-Oleum sells that in a can. But anyway, Rocker Pat here, getting her done. Might have to do it twice, but we're gonna get it done right. One way or the other, we're gonna make a nice looking truck out of this. All right, guys. We have some success going on over here at the garage. We are getting this color blended in. It's looking good. You can see where it's a little bit shiny and where it's been sanded. That's where I've come in here and I've blended my color back in so that I can cover up where I had my screw ups. Covering up my screw ups over here at the garage. And everything's looking good, man. It's coming out really nice. I didn't really get that little run out 100% right there. It's just gonna have to ride through the ride. I don't know what else to say, man. You know, it is what it is, and it is what it is. My door over here, this one looks really, really good. I don't see any real good blend on that. I'm real happy with that one. This one over here, this is the one I had my major extra gravity situation where it dropped the whole thing down. It was like a big landslide going on there, and I had all that aeration going all the way up and down. Well, I had a little bit of wrinkling going on in this zone right here, but the last coat of paint I put on it seems to cover it up pretty good. I got one more little coat that I'm going to top off that section right there, but my blend everywhere else seems to be coming out real nice. I don't see any problems. It looks like it's just blended in real good. I'm real happy with it. So if we can get through this clear situation, it's hotter than hell down here. Oh, that's all I got to say. If we can get through this clear, we'll be all right. But I'm real happy to say that we're getting that color blended. We ain't getting no wrinkles or blemishes or anything like that. So we're a go. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good one. Rocker Pat out. Talk to y'all next time.